Well, hey there YouTube. I figured I'd take a video of the Expedition, the CB setup in there, because I've actually got this one louder than the F-150 now. So there's the antenna I have. That's a Striker antenna from Oklahoma City. They're no longer made. Striker with the I. S-T-R-I-K-E-R. It's 96 inches tall. Okay, here's a better view of it. Okay folks, here we are in the back seat of the Expedition. You can see there's the front there. I have this one mounted back here because I'm not willing to chop up my console or mount it on the dash or do any goofy stuff like this. So I've welded a bracket for it. It's bolted to the floor and it holds any full chassis CB right there. So we're running the Galaxy 959B that's been tuned up and got the NPC mod and a bunch of other stuff done to it. As you can see, we run the Extreme 2018 microphone there. I'll show you that in a second. So that's where that's mounted. And this also works good because the equipment in here is technically, this is my son's CB setup. He actually purchased the other Galaxy 959 we had in here before. I went ahead and kind of just donated this one to him because it's so badass in here. But he purchased the brand new 307 amplifier himself. And he helped me out. You know, he hung out with me when we got everything going. So there's that. I'll show you the amplifier. Stand by. Okay, folks, here we are under the back seat. This is where we have the 307 amplifier mounted right there. As you can see, it's a 1x4. Guys, if you don't know about 307 amps, I strongly suggest you check him out. He's on Facebook, he's on YouTube, he has his own website. His name's Jim McNabb of 307 amps. He's in Wyoming. He will not do you wrong. You will be so happy with his amplifier. So I just like to throw that out there because Jim's been real good to us, and I just, you know, like to pay the favor back. He's a great guy. He builds great amps, just beautiful amps. So anyways, that's where it's mounted right there. See where the radio is right there. Okay, stand by. Okay, there's that Extreme 2018 microphone. Just like the Striker antenna, you can't get these anymore unless you find a new old stock or you find a used one, and these things go for top dollar now. Great power microphone. It's also an echo microphone. Just one of the best probably power mics I've ever used right here. Okay, I went ahead and turned the light on for this. So there's the power and ground coming in right there. They're both a 4-gauge, and the ground goes directly to the ground lug on the amplifier, and it runs out directly to the chassis of the vehicle. Not the body, but the actual frame, the chassis, and it's grounded there. And as you can see, coming out of the amplifier, there's two 8-gauge wires. And I went ahead and put a 50 amp Anderson connector on it, but instead of using a positive and a negative, they're both positives right there. So those are both positives. And then you can see two 8 gauges I made up there, and they go into the single 4-gauge. So it's getting plenty of power the way we have that set up there. Okay folks, so there's the amp over there, and the wires are ran under the carpet, the positive and negative, and you can see them right there. And they actually come out right under here where I've drilled 2 holes and I've installed grommets. Might not be able to see that too well with the lighting, but there's two grommets there, so that way nothing's going to short out. So there it is, all buttoned up there, so you can't see anything that's going on there. From the radio, I have the coax running under the carpet, not under the floor mat, but under the carpet, and it comes out right there. And then the antenna, it's all tucked away, and it runs up in the headliner, and I have it ran that way up through the roof. And on the current antenna, we're using a triple mag mount. So the wires ran out through the back door where you can't see it onto the roof. We just don't like seeing any wires. So I haven't damaged the headliner in any way. So right now the antenna is about right here in this position. And also right here, we also have a mount for a Stereo Performer 5000 that's hard mounted through the roof. And I was able to get in there by removing the HVAC controls and very meticulously mounting it without damaging the roof. And so we can put that Stereo Performer 5000 on there if we want as well. And I have both coaxes ran inside. Okay, and there's that antenna again. And my son, who goes by the Big Red Dog, the BRD on the CB radio here in Northern Nevada, he wanted me to point out that this is his antenna, his amplifier, and his radio, and he's very proud of the way that this mobile talks. So the top of the roof of the old Expedition has seen better days. Our Nevada sun can be pretty hard on a vehicle, especially the roof and the hood. But there's where the mount for the Stereo Performer 5000 is, right there. And of course this crossbar can come off, but believe it or not, that causes no issues with the SWR at all. And then here is the triple mag mount right here. We are going to upgrade that coax to some bigger coax, just haven't done it yet. So far it's working great. Okay folks, so there's the little setup there. Nothing too spectacular, but it definitely works and gets out. And if you watch my videos and you're familiar with 191 Super K Mobile, aka the base station killer, well, he's been dethroned by this mobile for right now, but he's got something big in the works, and he's coming back strong. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Y'all have a good day.